Okay, this is the 30th anniversary collection, 2007, the Luke concept so it's part of a series of Ralph McQuarrie concept figures, and I got this recently. I picked it up today actually, and in America I think it was available at the Celebration 5 maybe. In England it was available in the Celebration Europe, and this is the Celebration Europe. So when I went there in 2007, there was the C-3PO and R2-D2 and this one, and they both cost 15 quid, so I had to make a choice, and I chose the C-3PO and R2-D2, and that was the wrong choice, because over here they were eventually sold at clearance in the Entertainer for about three or 4 quid each. This one's a lot harder to track down, over here at least, as compared to the C-3PO and R2-D2. It's a really good figure though. As you can see, it's Luke in his sort of, well, it's a generic Luke, yeah? It's not actually a Mark Hamill character, it's a sort of what McQuarrie imagined the Luke character to be, and he's got a sort of space mask on to help him breathe as he travels through between ships and stuff like that. And he's got a lightsaber, a green lightsaber, and a pistol. And there's a famous painting of him fighting Darth Vader in a costume. I think it's on the back of this, or maybe not. Anyway, most of you must have seen that picture. So here we have Luke in his concept outfit. He's got a purplish top with brown trousers, a gun holster, breathing gear, and a little backpack, which is part of the breathing gear as well. So he looks quite like his father, Darth Vader. So the mask has the sort of triangle shape of Darth Vader's mask on it, and there you go. Luke's got a sort of blondish curly mop. Looks a bit like what's his name? The guy who played Anakin Skywalker in episode 2 and 3. What was his name? Damn. Okay, so there you are. Concept Luke comes with a coin, and there you have it. These go for quite a lot of money on eBay. They go up to about £30–40. If it's graded, it goes for even more. I got this one for about £6, so that was quite a very good buy. On the C-3PO, there's a backer card that covers the back of this card, which has the Celebration Europe on it. I don't know if this one should come with that one. I don't know. So if anyone knows that who's got Celebration Europe concept Luke, if they can put a line on at the bottom of this video and just say whether this one comes should have come with a Celebration Europe backer cards, because the C-3PO and R2-D2 do. And it shows you on the back the C-3PO and R2-D2 concept, the Stormtrooper concept, which had been released before, the Boba Fett concept in his white costume, and the Chewbacca concept. And Chewbacca looks kind of vicious. I've got a video about that one, yeah, all of them actually. And there's a painting of Ralph McQuarrie, great artist. Really, his designs really influenced the look of Star Wars. And there you go, the figure. And in the bottom here you've got the little logo, which is Celebration Europe. So there you are, Celebration Europe. And on the 2 days it happened, or 3 days, it cost 15 quid at the Celebration Europe. So there you are, Concept Luke, great figure. He's even got a nice holster around his waist, so you can put the pistol in there, and just looks really cool. Great figure. So this is one I've been tracking for a while. Saw it on last couple of weeks ago, pretty cheap. No one else was bidding on it, so snapped it up. Got this at a bargain price for a concept figure. It comes in a nice plastic star case. So there you are. the 30th anniversary concept Luke with the lightsaber pistol Celebration Europe version. So in America, if you live in America, you're going to have the Celebration, the US version. This is the European, well, the UK version. Nice figure. Great series, this 30th anniversary collection. So really great artwork on the cards, and they came with coins just like the vintage cards did back in the mid 80s. So here are concept Luke, great figure. Okay, here is a 12-back Star Wars Kenner figure with a Japanese sticker. So it's from 1978. It's Luke Skywalker in farm boy outfit, and it's in pretty good condition. It's not perfect. It's got a couple of faults. I'll tell you about those later. It's got yellow hair, which is the common original version of Luke. There's a brown hair version as well. It's a US card with the Japanese sticker. So these are sold in Japan. So this was sold by Takara in Japan, and they're more famous for making the original Transformers. And you can see it says Luke Skywalker, and then it's got all Japanese writing, and then you've got the little Takara symbols, the little character there, and then it's just exactly like the US carded version. This, I mean, in those days you could get 12 backs on French cards, Meccano, British Palatoy, and Dutch Clipper as well, and Italian Hardback cards, plus what else could you get it on? Spanish maybe? I'm not sure if they did 12 backs in Spanish cards. So that's a good view of the Luke there. It's a nice figure, one of the first. And the lightsaber, the second version of the lightsaber. This is not the telescoping lightsaber. If this had the telescoping lightsaber, it'd be worth a fortune. And this is just the regular push down lightsaber, and you've got the piece of cardboard between the 2 feet. So this is Luke in Farm Boy. Well, you can see in those days how the sculpting was rather limited. Still, this is a classic figure and very desirable to collectors now. And you've got the logo there, which is based on the Hildebrand art. So that's what I like about these original Star Wars cards. They've got that image as well. And you've got the white price sign, which could have the price written in then. And then you've got the back, which is your typical US 12-back card. And you've got the 12 characters there. You've got the Sand Person, the C-3PO, Death Squad Commander, Han Solo, the Chewbacca, Princess Leia, the Luke Skywalker, R2-D2 with the first version of R2-D2 there, Darth Vader, the Stormtrooper, then Kenobi and the Jawa. So, and then you've got the instructions for pulling out the telescopic lightsaber, but by then they'd changed to just the push down lightsaber. So it's very rare to find a telescoping lightsaber, and if you do, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. You've got the Land Speeder there, X-Wing, the TIE Fighter as a drawing there, and then what was offered in the USA is a display. You had to cut out proof of purchases, and you could then get this display. There's the proof of purchase. So a lot of cards nowadays have been butchered. They have that missing, this little blue symbol there, which is the proof of purchase. In England, we had to cut out the actual names to get free offers from Palatoy, so we had to cut the names off. So if you've got that cut out, then it's definitely a British card, because that's what Palatoy made us do. So I did a lot of cutting out when I was a kid. Okay, so it's quite a nice card. It's quite decent. The biggest defects are with the bubble. You can see there it's got a crease there where it's, and that's probably caused at the manufacturing point. It was just probably too much heat, and it's caused the bubble to heat up a bit there. And then there's a little crack at the base of the bubble as well. I don't know if you can see that too well. I'm going to make another video in a while, and I'll show you the defects more in detail on that video. I'll take photographs and stuff as well. But as you can see, it's a really nice card. I've got a Japanese Stormtrooper as well, and I've got a C-3PO on the 12 back as well with the Takara stickers on it. They say the C-3PO's got a different head sculpt. The version I've got hasn't got the different head, and it just looks like the regular US version. And they say the difference between the US cards and the Japanese cards is the actual glue. The US cards have a waffle pattern on there, on the bubble where it's stuck to the card, whereas the Japanese versions don't. And the most famous version is the Darth Vader, which has a white background, whereas the regular version has a yellow background, and the head sculpt on Darth Vader is meant to be different as well. The Japanese version of the Stormtrooper's got a spelling mistake. It's spelled Stormtrooper, two O's instead of S-T-O-R-M. And that's your 12 back Luke for you. It's a nice card. I've got this on 21 back as well with a sticker on it, and I've got a Palatoy Return of the Jedi version plus the Gala version on the Kenner card, and a Brazilian Power of the Force, which is kind of nice as well. So excellent figure, classic. Comes with two versions, yellow hair. All the versions I've got the yellow hair, and the brown version hair is a lot rarer. Still, it's a classic figure from a long time ago in a galaxy far away, I guess. Decent, man. I really like it. As it's a classic, I mean, I'll give this, what, 10 out of 10. It's just mega desirable. Picture's cool. Classic design. You got Luke looking at, staring off into space, wondering what the hell's going on with his life, if he's ever going to get off the moisture farm and join the Starfleet. It's an excellent card, brilliant. I do like the Japanese sticker on it. It makes it a bit more. You can just see through the sticker the Kenner site logo underneath. I don't know what type of back this is, because I mean, you can say it's a 12 back A, 12 back B, 12 back C. I'm not sure which version it is. I've got a book that tells me, but I haven't bothered to look at it yet. So, and it says that the offer expired May the 1st, 1979 to get the display. So if you wanted to get one, that's 30 odd years ago. These cards came out in 78, so really nice. I mean, excellent figure. Luke Skywalker original. Can't go wrong with that. You can see the defect in the bubble quite well. And I think that's all I know about 12 backs really. They're the first cards. Some of the most desirable, I guess. So hopefully this camera's picking up my voice, otherwise I'm wasting my time. Let's see. So you've got the, give you a good view there. This one, if you notice at the top it had stars on it as well. Pretty cool. And the Star Wars logo. This logo is the only one with the two metal bands on the side. The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi just have a single. And then you've got the tri-logo, which is totally different as well, and the Power of the Force as well. But Star Wars cards are the best, if you ask me. Hasbro re-released this figure in 2005 or 6 with the same cards, different back, and a modern figure, and it looks pretty cool as well. So if you can't afford this version, get the re-release. It still looks pretty decent. And You can see there the bubble defect, and there's a bubble defect at the bottom, just a slight crack. Almost can just pick it out there. Just there. Great figure, classic. The original Luke on 12 back. There's also, these cards came in 20 backs and 21 backs as well. 21 backs. And then you go on to Empire Strikes Back, 21 backs, 32 backs, and so on and so on and so on. So, decent card. Give you another look. There's the display. You've got the Han Solo there. Looks like it's the small-headed version. Can't see the Jawa. And then you've got TIE Fighter, X-Wing, as I've said, all the characters. You've got descriptions of the characters, so if you want me to read what it says, I'll tell you. It says, Luke Skywalker with action lightsaber. C-3PO came in a shining gold finish. Death Squad Commander with laser rifle. What else? Chewbacca with laser rifle. Princess Leia has a removable cape and laser pistol. Darth Vader with action lightsaber and removable cape. So these are really cool. I mean, this image is just classic. I mean, this image came with the early bird set as well, so it's a classic. And you can get the early bird set again. Walmart in the USA re-released it. I haven't got it, but you can get it. That's probably the cheapest way to get that sort of artwork. Classic, classic. 20 backs and 21 backs have photographs instead of these paintings of all the different designs. If you notice on the lightsaber, you can see that second image, the fingers are pulling out the extendable part of the telescoping lightsaber. But it's very rare to find carded figures with telescoping lightsabers, and they cost a bomb. The land speeder, X-Wing. In England, the X-Wing didn't come with light or sound. Just we got cheaper versions. And the British land speeder was different as well. It didn't have the opening canopy. And the TIE Fighter, I'm not sure about that. I think the British TIE Fighter did have sound. Maybe it didn't. I'm not sure. Sand Person, excellent figure. Death Squad Commander. That's one I haven't got carded. I've got Star Destroyer Commander carded, but not that. I've got a couple of Hans, but not the small-headed version. Chewbacca, not on the Star Wars card though. I've got it on Jedi cards. Princess Leia, I've got two Princess Leia. I've got a 20 back and a French 12 back Meccano. And then the Luke, as I've told you what I've got him on. The original C-3PO, I've only got that on the Italian card, so that's C1P8. Darth Vader I've got on Jedi cards. A Stormtrooper I've got on a 12 back Japanese card and a few on Jedi cards. Ben Kenobi I've got on a 12 back, and the Jawa I've got on a 20 back, and that you can see that on one of my videos as well. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and I'm going to make another video with photography and videoing as well, so you can see this figure better. This figure came in a star case. I got it on eBay. It cost quite a lot, but these Lukes at the moment are going for quite a lot of money. If it was AFA graded, it costs quite definitely an arm and a leg. So decent figure. I've always wanted a 12 back Luke. I've got a Han Solo on 20 back. I wouldn't mind getting a, or is it 21 back, I'm not sure, but I wouldn't mind getting a Han Solo. But these days you're talking mega bucks, so maybe I'll just have to stick with my 20 back or 21 back, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's your Luke. Hope you've enjoyed this, and it's got the Jap sticker, so it's Takara. Japanese carded figures for Empire Strikes Back were boxed, and they were sold by Poppy, and then you got Return of the Jedi figures, which were again US cards but with a Japanese sticker at the back, so that they were distributed by Sakuda, or I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Sakuda, and they're quite rare as well. These Japanese cards do turn up in the UK, so they're not that rare, but they are rarer than the regular US versions, and I think the Palatoy originals are pretty rare as well, so that's that for you. So that's the back again, very nice, decent card, just a couple of defects with the bubble, and that's it. Okay, another look at the 12 back loop with the Japanese sticker. You can see the detail nicely there. Takara card. Can't really tell how the bubble's glued to the card, whether it's the US version, just the US card with a Jap sticker, or whether it was carded in Japan. I have no idea. So there you are, the original loop. There's the Japanese sticker. Excellent. Okay, now you've got the same loop plus the 20 back Princess Leia I picked up recently, and you can see both Star Wars cards, both key figures, both real classics, and you can see the difference. That's a 20 back and that's a 12 back. This one's got the free Boba Fett offer, so you can cut out the proof of purchases on the back and then get a free Boba Fett. And these are both 12 back figures originally, but this is on a later card. Both have the Princess Leia and Luke logo at the top corner, there and there. This one doesn't have the white price tag. And what else differences? The Kenner logo doesn't have an LP at the end on the 20 back card. Both are classic figures though. Look at that, Princess Leia and Luke. Two of the first figures most people owned back in the late 70s. Very nice. Princess Leia Organa and Luke Skywalker. And we'll look at the now you can see the backs. This one is the 20 back, and you can see they switched to photographs then. And there's the Boba Fett offer. Sometimes this is covered over. And there's the proof of purchase at the top of the card. So you have to buy 4 figures, cut these out, and then you can send off to the for the Boba Fett. And that expired in May 1979 as well. So that was the chance of getting Boba Fett. As you can see, this is a mock-up Boba Fett. This is actually a Death Squad Commander figure, and it's been converted into the Boba Fett mock-up. And then whatever, the 2 sets you could get, the Cantina and the Sandcrawler, and then the 12 original figures and the 8 new ones. So that makes it 20 back. Then when the Boba Fett got carded, it switched to 21 back. And then the 12 back next to it. So 2 old figures, both now 30 odd years old. So yeah. The 12 back's a lot more desirable than the 20 back. And these command the top prices now. Okay, so time to stop, and we'll bung this on YouTube and you can watch this. Hopefully you can hear my voice, hopefully this camera's picking it up. And that's it. Okay, this is the 1995 Luke Skywalker, 96 actually, in the X-Wing Snowspeeder costume. So this is a Power of the Force card. It's the European version, so you've got the languages in English, Spanish and French, so just like the old vintage tri-logo cards, you've got the 3 logos there. And you've got Luke Skywalker X-Wing, a picture of him from A New Hope wearing an X-Wing fighter pilot outfit, and this is Luke, actually the costume that he wore in The Empire Strikes Back. And then you've got the languages there, you've got it in English, Spanish, French, Dutch and German. So you've got 5 languages there. So sometimes these cards are called 5 logo, what would that be? Penta logo, or maybe. And then you've got the Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot in his costume there. Very muscled up. So this is an easy figure to get now. This version's the long saber version. You can see how long that lightsaber is. It's huge. It's as tall as the figure. And you can see how muscled up Luke is. You can see the biceps are bulging and the upper chest is huge. He's got boots, snow boots on, snow gloves on, and he comes with a sort of Han Solo blaster as well. What makes this one a bit more unique is that it's got a THX leaflet at the back. And the THX leaflet, they were put in the Power of the Force card, definitely in the UK, to promote the release of the videos, which back in 95, 96 they had just remastered them with THX quality sound. So that's why some of these figures, very few of them actually, come with leaflet, THX leaflets, and that makes them a lot more valuable. Plus it's a long saber. So you get, with these figures you get, like say the Luke, the original Luke in the Tatooine outfit, the Ben Kenobi, the Darth Vader, this Luke, and Dagobah Luke. You get variations with the lightsaber lengths. So you get some with really long lightsabers, some with short lightsabers, and some with short lightsabers in long trays. So there you can see the detail on the helmet. Let's just see if I can pick it up. There you are. And you can see the leaflet packed behind the figure. And then you can see the back of the card. And this is just your box standard European Power of the Force 2 card. So you've got the information there. These have less information than the American cards, but that's because they have all these languages on them, 5 languages. So you've got Luke Skywalker, a nice picture there. All the figures that were available at the time. So you've got the first 9 that came out, plus a few of the later. Not all of them are shown here. So you've got Boba Fett, Lando Calrissian and Luke X-Wing. They were 3 that came out this year, 96 rather than 95, when the Han, the Darth Vader, the C-3PO and R2-D2 came out. Then you've got all the European distributions there. So quickly, if I tally that up, you've got the UK, Spain, France, Benelux, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Portugal, Greece, Denmark, SF, I'm not sure what that is. That could be either Finland or Sweden. Norway, and then this one must be Swedish as well. So you've got all them for the European distributions, apart from the Italian ones. And then you've got Kenner in the bottom logo there, and the figures. So the reason I really want to show this is the THX leaflet. So you can just see it there. First time. So all those 3 films came out then. That's when I got the metal box set of the 3 films, the Executor box set. So here you are, Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot outfit, THX leaflet. Say 10 years ago, maybe even a bit further back in time, these are quite expensive now. They're worth very cheap. I mean, I've got this for about £3-4, so you just got to look on eBay and you'll find them. So there you go, Star Wars, Luke X-Wing, long saber, muscled up, and could probably barely fit in the snowspeeder with that wide chest. Articulation would be swivel head, shoulders, waist, and at the hips. No other articulation. And gun, as you can see, is rather big, and the lightsaber is ridiculously long. I think out of the lightsabers now, only the original Luke with the short saber on a long tray, that's the only one that's really held its price. But if you can track these THX leaflets down, whether they were released just in the UK or Europe, well, I'm not absolutely sure. And there's a Japanese version as well, so the Japanese Power of the Force 2 cards, some of them came with leaflets as well. So these are the British versions. So there you are. Here's the Luke X-Wing pilot on a Kenner US card. 20 back with the free Boba Fett offer, which is quite a common offer you find on these cards. The Luke X-Wing pilot, orange outfit, looks kind of like he's been eating a lot of Star Wars food, whatever they eat in a galaxy far, far away. Nice picture on the card. Luke climbing into the X-Wing from A New Hope. This is the second release of Luke. So the first release of Luke was the Farm Boy card. This is the second release. This is Luke X-Wing. And the figure stayed the same throughout the whole vintage line. No changes to it really. And this figure is available on the Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Power of the Force card, and the Tri-Logo card. So you can get this figure on all the vintage cards. Back of the 20 back card, the Boba Fett offer at the top, the figures that are available at the bottom. You've got the 8 new figures, plus the original 12 figures, plus 2 toys that you could get, which is the Land of the Jawas, which is a cardboard playset, plus the Creature Cantina. And you've got the Boba Fett offer. Sometimes this yellow bit is covered over, and the picture there of Boba Fett is a mock-up, so that's made out of the Death Star figure. I mean, not the Death Squad Commander figure. And it says Boba Fett, a fearsome interplanetary bounty hunter, a threat to the Rebel Alliance, especially Han Solo, a new character in the Star Wars sequel. And if you wanted to get this figure, it's a free offer with purchase of any 4 Star Wars Actions figures. Boba Fett not available in any stores yet. Purchase any 4 Star Wars Action figures, remove a proof of purchase seal, which is that blue seal there. Send seals with your name and address to Boba Fett offer, 1 Industrial Drive, Box 2520, Maple Plain, 55348, and I guess that's Minnesota. So that's the back of the 20 back card. There's a book by John Kellerman which has all the different backs and what type they are and stuff like that. I'll show you that later. And that's like probably the best collecting book for US cards. Okay, let's have a good look at the Luke front of the card now. So there's Luke in his X-Wing fighter outfit, holding the pistol. The Kenner logo, the Boba Fett offer there. I really like the picture they've used on this card. And there in the top corner you've got the Luke and Leia logo, the 2 silver bars of the Star Wars logo. The card's still unpunched. And there's the figure. That dark brown is not his hair, it's the actual goggles. And then you've got the outfit. The detailing by today's standards was pretty limited, but at the time this was quite a cool figure to get. As you can see, the bubble's dented in the corner and it's got a little pinch at the top. So that's the major defect of this card, is the bubble there, top corner. It's got a dent and a little pinch just there. You can just see that white area of imperfection. And then we've got Luke with his helmet. It's got the Rebel logo on the top. The helmet is quite round and quite simple, not as detailed as the helmet Luke's holding there, but it's still, at least it's got the logo. The flight suit is quite undetailed. It hasn't got all the stuff that Luke's outfit has, like that metal thing on the side of his arm, plus the 3 or 4, whatever those are, pens or whatever they are. But for the time, it's not a bad figure. And he only came with one accessory, which is the Han Solo blaster there, which is inserted into the hand. Nice figure still, nice card, good condition. As you can see, this figure wasn't cheap. £220 is rather a lot to pay for this figure, but it's not very common. I think dealers now know how much these figures are worth, so they charge maximum amount.